Hold on. All right.
Peace and blessings, world, and welcome to another edition of Fresh Perspective, where we give you a fresh view on this week's hot topics. And we're about to talk about that association. And before we get started, I'm your host, Irvin Hawkins, and I'd like to introduce my panel to you. I'd like to start with the young and talented Mr. Denzel Chappelle. How you feeling today, sir?
I'm all right, man. I can't complain. How y'all doing, world?
All right. And also, we're going to go to the blueprint. Mr. Jeremy Flanagan, talk to me.
What's good? What's good? Y'all know how I do. Cooling, ready to get the day started. Let's get it.
All right. We got the great orator and tactician, freshly graduated, walked across the stage with that cap and gown. Mr. D. Burtz, how you feel today, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. Let's get into the association.
All right, all right. Nothing moves the dial like the king. And I know earlier before when we started talking about this season, we was talking about did Cleveland have enough? Did Cleveland not have enough? I was telling everybody that Cleveland had enough. The past 15 games, they 14-1. Courtney, you the basketball. Well, you one of the basketball players on the squad. Talk to me about the King. Talk to me about Cleveland.
Uh, I don't know why you started with me first. I care nothing about his little winning streak. First of all, he shouldn't have had to win this many to be talked about. Um, it lies and falls on him, but it means nothing. You still feel like they have enough. I told you Derrick Rose wouldn't make it to All-Star game. We've seen how that goes. I told you
You
Iman
did
Shumpert.
put that. You did put that on wax.
Okay, I told you Iman Shumpert would get hurt. He's hurt. Uh, Don't worry, they'll keep falling apart. Isaiah Thomas will get there, they'll score. I told you that they'll make the finals just because everybody ain't healthy enough yet. You should hope Gordon Hayward don't. I think personally, like I said before, I think Gordon gonna make it back in time, but he might not. I don't really see nobody in his way right now because you don't got another premier player that could go directly at him. Um, I don't really think that another streak. He does this every year for the last
Well,
5 years.
the reason why I bring it up is because when it comes to the finals, everybody starts to make excuses when LeBron doesn't win. Now, I like LeBron. I'm happy that I'm alive to see his career. But a lot of people talk about, well, LeBron didn't have this, LeBron didn't have that. So I wanted to be duly noted that they are playing good basketball. And right now, I'm not saying that they unbeatable, but they looking good. Homage. Like you say, when homage is due, homage is paid. Talk to me about the King.
What's there to talk about? LeBron James is arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He's doing what he's always done to me, and that's that sheet stuffing. But if we want to talk about Cleveland, you want to talk about why they're having success right now. I told you at the beginning of the year that Tyronn Lue is not that great of a coach. But to go a little deeper on that, the Cleveland Cavaliers had a deep roster. That's what you liked about them. You felt like that they had a loaded roster. That's why they're supposed to be as good as they say. But in my opinion, they had too many people that played the same position. So Derrick Rose get hurt. Oh my God, you just helped me. Tristan Thompson go down. Oh my God, you just helped me. You just made my job easier to coach. Iman Shumpert go down. Oh man, you just helped me. Now they got a rotation and it's working, and now they're able to win games. When Isaiah Thomas come back, when Tristan Thompson come back, all that's gonna change. They're gonna go through the same little slump, and then they're gonna figure it out, and they're gonna start back winning games. They had too many people trying to play, and they had too many pieces that can do the exact same thing.
Very, very good, very strong perspective. Blueprint. Talk to me.
When I talk about Cleveland being what they're 19-8 right now. Uh, I mean LeBron, like DB said, to piggyback off of what DB said. I mean LeBron is doing what LeBron does. Like you said, he's been the best player in the league post Kobe, since Kobe's left. And LeBron has definitely once he turns it up, they turn it up and get the winning streaks and stuff going. But at the same time, I still think they don't have it all together to make that championship run this year. I just don't see it. But I mean, one way or another, we got to talk about Cleveland, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what I really want to talk about, because our first show for this NBA season, we talked about some super teams, and we talked about some teams that we were excited about. One of the teams I was excited about was the Oklahoma City Thunder, because you had the reigning MVP, and he was finally getting some more help. It wasn't just going to be Russell Westbrook and friends. Paul George is in town. Carmelo Anthony is in town. These guys are 12 and 14. Young talent. I really, really, really need your perspective on this, because I didn't see this coming. This is one of the biggest surprises to me this season. Talk to me about this. Why is this happening? Why are they 12 and 14?
I just thought of something.
Okay. Right now we having some technical difficulties, but go.
Expected anything less of them.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead. Okay. We cannot hear you. Hey, D Burks, go ahead, get some, man. Why is OKC 12 and 14?
Well, I think the problem with Oklahoma City is that they do not have a basketball system. I am one to believe that if you're talking about, you got three perimeter players that if they got it going on any given night, they can get 30 in a game. But one thing we do understand, even if we're watching Cleveland or we're watching Golden State, we're watching San Antonio, the way we've always learned basketball, played basketball is a certain style and is a certain way. And those players have to work extremely hard to get buckets. Russell Westbrook is having to go out there and create every situation, every bucket for those guys and have to play at such a high level instead of being in a system that creates points for them. And I think that's one of the biggest. I thought that they were going to be a bad defensive team. Well, not really. I thought Melo was going to be able to be a problem for them defensively, but they got four elite defenders on their team in their respective positions. So they're one of the top 5 defensive players in the game. One of the top 5 defensive teams in the game. Their problem right now is that they don't have a system that identifies the role so everybody can fulfill their role and play perfectly within the role, within the system to make everything looks better.
Okay, that sounds real good, but I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy. Last year, hold on. Last year, Russell Westbrook was slashing, dishing. He's averaging over 10 assists with Victor Oladipo, Steven Adams.
Hey, don't disrespect Victor Oladipo because he surely had 47 last night. Don't do Home Depot like that.
Good comeback.
But it's no Paul George or Carmelo Anthony.
Okay, young talent is back in effect. Young talent is back in effect. Why are they 12 and 14? And then Blueprint, I want you to get some.
I had some technical difficulties, but why are they 12 and 14? First of all, we're not going to act like we didn't expect them to have some struggles early in the season. This is a brand new group of dudes. This is the first time all 3 dudes have. Hold on, relax, Mr. Blueprint over there. Calm down.
This is true, Court.
This is the first time. This is the first time Carmelo Anthony and Paul George has been together as a trio with all 3 guys that can get 20 plus. Everybody role got to adjust and they got to figure it out. It's no different than LeBron James and them going to Miami and having to figure it out on the fly, struggling in the beginning. It's no different than him coming back with Kevin Love and Kyrie and struggling in the beginning and have to figure it out. No different than what Boston went through. No different than what the Lakers went through. Multiple different groups of guys that came together as a collective got to figure out their roles within the system on how they play. That's one.
Hey, Court.
On top, hold on.
I just want to say something about what you just said.
On top, I got you. On top of that, you're also asking Carmelo Anthony to now adopt a new role. He's never played as a position the 4. So now he has to play from a power forward perspective on top of still get his numbers in amongst that. Now, to address what Irv is saying, when you go, he averaged a triple-double with Victor Oladipo on this part.
He averaged a triple-double.
Russ has played. Go ahead. I'm going to let you go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, bro. He averaged a triple double now.
But still, even with that, you got to understand he also trying to defer to them guys. Last year he wasn't trying to defer to no Victor Oladipo on them. He don't care. He didn't care nothing about that. For the first time now, he has played in a trio before. So I think Russ is going through, or early in the year, he was going. The last time I was in the trio, it was I shoot too much, I do too much of this, I do too much of that. So let me overcompensate and try to get these dudes involved, try to make sure these boys keep going. I expected them to have the first half season struggle. I actually don't expect them to really get it together come April sometime. I never thought they were a deadly regular season team. What I thought they was once we're in the playoffs, whatever position I am, then you come stop us and you come deal with us when the money on the line and it's mano y mano, and y'all gotta adjust around us. Defensively, they gotta come together as a unit. But as we've seen, when they play together as a trio and everybody on the top of their game, they do what they did to the Golden State Warriors.
Okay. Well, now listen. Now, money's on the table right now, world. You are listening to Fresh Perspective. Blueprint is foaming at the mouth, ready to get a piece of this. Blueprint, man, talk to the world, man. What's on your mind?
This is what's on my mind. OKC is just as good as the New York Knickerbockers. Let's just be real. They both teams are sitting outside. If the playoffs would have started today, both teams would not make the playoffs. And that's sad coming from a team with the MVP of the league in Russell Westbrook, Paul George, one of the top elite superstars in the league, and Carmelo Anthony, who was a superstar in the league. And right now, if the season started today, they would be dead last. That means the Lakers would be in the playoffs, according to their division.
Shout out to Lonzo Ball. Go ahead.
So when we talk about OKC, it's bad in many ways, not just on some of the things you was talking about, but I mean, for one, they got to shoot better, they got to rebound better. I mean, yes, Russell Westbrook is doing his thing, but this is the reason why Kevin Durant left Russell Westbrook, is because of them not being able to. Yes, he has to create, but it's like when you have another superstar on your team, at some point in time, somebody's gonna have to be willing to sacrifice something in order for them to be great. And Russell Westbrook have not understood the concept of sacrificing, so the overall team.
But let's be honest. Russell Westbrook is the reigning MVP, and Carmelo Anthony has already sacrificed shots. He sacrificed his position. Shouldn't Russell continue to play MVP type ball? Homage. Am I wrong in thinking that way?
First of all, if anybody on this panel gonna speak for Kevin, it's gonna be D Burns. You're not gonna speak for Kevin like that, all right? He didn't leave.
Speak for Kevin. Why did Kevin leave OKC? Why did Kevin leave OKC?
He told you why. The same problem that they have now is the same problem why he left.
So that's what I just said. So why I can't say that?
You said the plate. I'm telling you that it's coach Billy Donovan is not the man for that job. He is not the one who's supposed to got that job. If that job was one man only, me and Courtney know who that is. Do you?
Who the guy from Washington State? The head coach at Washington?
Mark Jackson. There's only one guy who's gonna come in there and get them boys where they needed to be, and that was Mark Jackson. He would have got it done. He would have had the fear of God in the entire league scared of the Oklahoma City Thunder. I tell you that right now. They would have been everybody would have been on halt. Nobody want to see them boys.
Hey, young talent, do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. I just don't like the fact that D. Burst negate to mention the fact that he left because he a hoe too. He wanted to demote himself to soldier.
Hey, real quick. And speaking of, off camera, Blueprint had made a statement about Lonzo Ball, man. I feel like he was kind of out of line. Jeremy, would you like to tell the world what you said about Lonzo Ball?
Lonzo Ball, this is going on wax. Lonzo Ball, I'm finna tell the truth here. I'm probably one of the biggest Lakers fans you're gonna see, and I've watched a lot of basketball in my day, especially coming from the Lakers. I know I've seen greatness within the Lakers organization. Been a part of a lot of big time games, but what I see with my eyes is the fact that Lonzo Ball is a bust. There's no way around it. I mean, he knows the game, which is good. I mean, he knows how to play the game, but
Jeremy,
the skills that it takes in order for you to be a premier guard in the league, he lacks. And for one, I don't even think his shot is good enough for him to even be in the D League. That's just being real.
You do understand he's a rookie, right? You do understand this is his first year in the league. He's not completed a full year in the NBA.
After a full year, guess what? So you mean to tell me Lonzo Ball is going to average a better shooting percentage in year 2 or 3?
You know,
from what it is we're seeing now, this is the worst of the worst. They're trying to compare this man rookie season to Steph Curry, rookie season to Jason Kidd, rookie season. Like, let's stop. Tell the truth.
Who's better than him out of the rookies? Who's better than him in your perspective out of the rookies?
At his position.
Who's better than?
No, period.
Period?
Yeah, rookies right now.
Ben Simmons.
I'm going to hold up my finger.
He's a rookie.
Who?
Ben Simmons, this is his true rookie year.
That's one.
I think Fultz is better than him.
2.
Is Kuzma.
3.
That's a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy that played at Duke last year. Jason Tatum, he's better than him.
That's 4.
And then I could definitely give you one more. Matter of fact, I'll give you your boy that played for the New York Knicks.
Frank?
He's better than him.
All right, now
that's 5 right there.
You ain't said nothing about the kid in Utah.
Right. Well, he could be 6. It's multiple. It's more guys that's better than Lonzo Ball.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Forget the kid at Utah. I just want to, before y'all go, I just want to give one thing. Out of the 5 people you named, Jeremy, only one of them have a much better shooting percentage than Lonzo Ball.
Yep. Just one.
Just one. You forgot about Dennis Smith Jr. You forgot about De'Aaron Fox. They all in the lower 20s, damn near barely 30.
Who got the most shot attempts?
Not him.
They shoot more than him.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Yes, bro.
No.
I don't want to have to pull it up for you.
Pull that up.
I don't need to.
Now, I wouldn't call him a bust. I wouldn't call him
It's too early. It's too early.
Because it's too early. It's too early to call him a bust. Do I think he's a solid point guard? Yeah. The issue I believe that Lonzo Ball has, and me, Jeremy, Deep Birch, Irv was all on this topic as of last year, March, coming into April, is the same issue I told y'all then. Boy ain't got no heart. And if you ain't got no heart, it don't fucking matter how much skill you got. Because you ain't got no heart. And that's the problem. I don't think it's a shooting percentage. His jump shot, but he don't need it in today's league. Look, you named Ben Simmons. That nigga ain't got no jump shot.
You don't need it in today's league. We can't even play this man in the 4th quarter because he just
Simmons ain't got no jump shot.
Basketball.
Ben Simmons ain't got no jump shot.
He struggles shooting the back. Ben Simmons, but really?
He don't got a jump shot.
But Ben Simmons is overall better what? Rebounder and assist.
Him and Lonzo doing the same thing.
What do you mean? Hold on. Lonzo Ball does not have the same vision and talent as Ben Simmons. Let's stop. That's being disrespectful to Ben Simmons.
Are you crazy?
That's being disrespectful.
Are you crazy?
That's being disrespectful.
You about to make me sound like a man that defend Ben Simmons, and I think they both trash. I think both though.
Let's stop.
Calm about this.
Hold on. Ben Simmons is not trash. We ain't finna sit here and do that. We're not finna do this. Ben Simmons is not trash.
They the trash brothers.
Okay. You don't know nothing about basketball if you say
No,
Ben Simmons
you
is
don't know
trash.
nothing if you think Ben Simmons is better than him and he ain't got no jump shot. He barely can
Ben
shoot
Simmons
free
is better
throws.
than Lonzo Ball. Let's do a
How?
poll
What
right
make
now
him
on
better?
Fresh Perspective
What
poll,
make him better?
and how we gonna put it out there tomorrow. Who's better, Ben Simmons or Lonzo Ball? And I promise you, Ben Simmons will
Ben
win.
Simmons. No. They're gonna say Ben Simmons as of right now, but I bet you Ben Simmons got a better unit around him than Lonzo Ball. That
I
team
don't know
good.
about that.
Joel
I don't know.
Embiid,
I
not
think
Ben
it's even.
Simmons.
I don't know about that.
I say it's
I
even.
think he got
I
a
say
better
it's even.
player.
I say
I
it's
think he got a
even.
better
I
player,
say
but
it's
I think the
even.
Lakers is the better team.
You,
Personally,
y'all
It's a
tripping.
better team. It's even. It's
Y'all
even.
tripping.
I say it's even.
Y'all tripping.
I think the Lakers got a
No.
better
No.
overall
No.
team.
No.
Y'all don't trust the process?
No.
No, here's
I don't trust
the
that process
issue
with
that I
Lonzo
have.
Ball.
Here's the issue that I have with
Ben
with
Simmons
it
is
all.
trash. At least Lonzo got to
Jeremy
the
is
fucking tournament.
Jeremy is one of the people who don't believe, like that. I believe that this is technically Ben Simmons year one because he's actually on the court. But in my opinion, this is year two. He had a whole season to have NBA level training, be in NBA level facilities, go on road trips, be with the team, travel, do all of that stuff. So this season is nothing new to him. He is not a pure rookie. He reminds me of Blake Griffin. When Blake Griffin did the same thing, he tore the league. He was doing the exact same thing, and the boy was not no true rookie. That's number one. Number two, Courtney made a great point, and I was going to make it, but he beat me to it. It's a lot of them boys out there shooting a broke-ass jump shots. But because Lonzo Ball played with the Lakers and people don't like his dad, they just trying to kill that boy.
No, let's take
Lonzo
LeVar out
Ball
of this.
can
Let's
play
take
the
LeVar
game.
out of this. Lonzo Ball is the number 2 overall pick, right?
Number
Correct.
two.
Trash.
Markel Fultz don't
So
even
if you go
play.
as high as number 2, if you go as high as number 2, and you're supposed to be arguably the face of the franchise, the next best thing to come through Los Angeles, you mean to tell me that they're not going to look at that? They're not going to look and
So
see
you
that you struggling
so
shooting
you
the
trying
foot
to tell me?
basketball?
So you upset
That
that
the
you
hit.
fell for that Coco? That's what
Hold
you
on, hold
upset.
on. Not only that.
You fell for that
Not
Coco.
only that. Not only that. We can't even play this man in the fourth quarter, bruh. We can't play him. There's been
You want to know
games
why
that
you
we've
can't
sat
play
him the
him?
whole
Because he
entire fourth
shouldn't be.
quarter because
See,
he's
see, you
detriment to
making
the
the
team.
right. See, the
And
problem
what
with
I mean by being a detriment to the
the
team is
pro,
the fact that he
go ahead,
can't
man.
score. He can't score.
The problem with the Los Angeles Lakers team. This is the problem that in the beginning they allowed Magic Johnson to hype this thing up. Lonzo Ball is actually really supposed to be coming off the bench. Jordan Clarkson is the better guard. He's the better player. He's supposed to be starting and getting the most minutes. But they give Lonzo his name in the rafters. They call his name at the beginning of the game. Who cares? Jordan Clarkson gets the most minutes. He is the best guard on the roster. That's why he be in the game at the end. Simple and plain. It's just that simple.
They both trash.
But hold on.
Him and Ben Simmons are trash.
But hold on, real quick.
Yeah, tripping.
Jeremy, why you acting like
You
he
tripping.
can't work on his game? It's like you act like these guys don't work
No.
on that game throughout the summer and get
Markel
better.
Fultz
Lonzo
jump
Ball,
shot
okay
so
then.
broke.
How about this?
He tried
How
to
about this?
change it
Let
and
me
hurt
ask
his
you a
shoulder.
question. Let me ask you a question. Lonzo Ball, what was his shooting percentage at UCLA?
Don't care. He was trash.
Because
He was
Hawk brought up a
he was
point.
not trash at
Hawk brought up a point.
UCLA.
Hawk brought up a point as far as him working on his game. So how your shooting percentage go from being as high as it was at UCLA, if it was high, to you coming to the NBA, you had all this time to work on your game.
He was at 40% at UCLA.
I
He's at
remember one
25
time
something now.
when
He's at 25
hold
something
on
now.
when Russell Westbrook got into a little war with Charlie Villanueva, if y'all remember. And one of the things Russell Westbrook said, he said, "You're gonna work on your game all summer and still be sitting on the bench." Now, see, to elite athletes, that was more than just a jab because Russell worked on his game and became MVP. He was saying, "Charlie, you're gonna work on your game and you still gonna be on the bench." So the point of that jab, these guys is working on that game. How can you condemn a rookie and say that for the rest of his career he's going to be trash can when you haven't even seen the man for 80 games?
Listen, I know after 80 games of seeing Lonzo Ball, I'm gonna still say he has the sorriest shot I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna still say that he has the worst shooting percentage ever in NBA history at the end of a season. He's headed towards that.
Nah, Joe Kem's jumper was more broke than that. But
Joe Kim is a center.
Derrick Rose didn't have a jump shot when he walked in the league. Derrick Rose didn't have a jump shot when he walked in the league.
Really? You're talking about a former MVP?
He didn't have.
Lonzo Ball does not have. Lonzo Ball. Really? We was talking about Derrick Rose. When we was talking about Derrick Rose was a way better player. Derrick Rose was a way better player in the NBA than Lonzo Ball was. Am I wrong?
Started to figure it out. You don't have no ball jersey on.
Am I wrong or am I right? Derrick Rose not better than Lonzo Ball coming into the NBA?
No, he had heart. He had more heart than Lonzo.
You said Derrick Rose wasn't better than Lonzo Ball?
No, he had more heart than him. I just told you that. What Derrick Rose was doing coming out of the NBA that Lonzo can't do coming out of the NBA besides having heart. Lonzo
I ain't gonna say the boy ain't got no heart. I don't know. I can't say he don't have a heart. I don't have skills, man. Pay the bills.
Okay, all right, cool. That's enough about them Lakers. Let's talk about another super team. KD has been showing a lot of fire recently. He got in Boogie's face. He got in Westbrook's face.
That was fake.
Homage, this is your boy. What's going on with KD, man? What's happening with the man?
Tell you something, man. I gotta keep it all the way 100, man. Kevin Durant is having an identity crisis. He is out here trying to really solidify and prove to everybody that he is the best player in the game, and he's trying to prove to them by making them remember that by how he plays on the court, and not have them remember what he did in Oklahoma City. A lot of people are not going to ever forgive him for that, and he just got to accept that. And every time he go out there on the floor, if he want people to like him, just kill, because nobody's going to ever really forgive you for what you did. You can go out there and be fake tough. Everybody gonna call it fake tough, whatever the case may be. That's cool. That's fine. He can be fake tough. As long as he keep putting them fake buckets in that hole, I ain't got no problem with it.
No, those are real buckets. Young talent, get some.
But then I don't know, man, because I ain't gonna lie to you. He did get into it with Boogie Cousins, and I like Boogie Cousins because
that was fake.
His first name DeMarcus.
That was fake.
But when Boogie Cousins had the opportunity to go up against a real one, he ain't do nothing either.
I hear you talking. He was arguing with a real one face to face because you a real one. He went at KD because it was fake. When I nudged you, when I headbutted you and I pushed you, we was face. Wait. No, you had your moment. When he headbutted him and nudged him, I was in your face. You wait till we go till his ball out of bounds and you on another player to turn around and say something. You should have did it when I did it in the first place. Don't be tough when I walk away. Be tough right here like Zach was. Oh, all right. Mm-hmm. After that game, when you was in that press conference and I walked behind there and I'm staring you at your face, you want to keep your head towards that camera. You could have said something then too. Oh, all right. When you was tough with Russell Westbrook, you was tough because you was losing. He wasn't even talking to you. Don't act like he tough. Don't act like that. You know KD ain't like that. We remember the Not Nice commercials. Hold on, you have to do it. Not Nice commercial because everybody was saying you saw.
Hey, so man, maybe he's trying to evolve. Maybe he's trying to evolve and change. Kobe had to learn how to fight and get tough.
Evolve and change because you're tough. No, maybe it's because Draymond on your team and you feel like you got backup, and everybody letting you know you still a sucker.
Well, Kobe started learning how to box and shit after he got his ass
knocked the fuck out. He got punched in the face by Doug Christie. He got punched in the face by Reggie Miller. He got punched in the face by Charlie Ward. Don't act tough, just be.
Hey, what we're not gonna do is sit here and discuss Kobe Bryant.
You're a good basketball player, but you're not a tough guy.
Stop. What we're not gonna do.
These good basketball players act like tough guys. They not tough.
But hold on, that moment when KD mother grabbed his mouth like, "Nah, boy, you gonna listen to me."
Exactly.
he can't with that damn man.
I'm not trying to hear none of that. Y'all want to act like he tough. Where was the tough guy when he was up 3-1 and the Warriors coming back talking that shit? Clay whopping damn near 60 on him. Where was the tough guy then?
Hey, look, man.
Oh, you real tough?
You get no argument from me about the fake toughness. I told you.
Yeah, you real tough when you win a title. You got Draymond.
I told you that he's trying to reinvent himself. All right.
Be great, KD. I respect you for your talent. I respect how great you is. You one of the best, and they can't stop you from getting buckets when you want to get buckets. That cannot be unseen, unheard. And you playing a lot better defense than you did. But we not gonna accept the tough shit because that ain't you. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Right? His mama said, "Boy, you gonna listen to me."
Nobody trying to hear all that. Now he tough. Fuck out of here.
Hey, Jeremy, was you catching feelings that they brought up that Kobe caught that 2-piece from Chris Childs? You all right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was catching
Excuse me, I
little
said Charlie Ward. I
man.
meant Chris Childs.
I ain't like to see my
Kobe in
MVP.
the face.
Listen, I didn't want to see. Listen, I saw my MVP get caught with a 2-piece. I didn't appreciate that much, and I'm like,
You
come on,
seen it more than one
Kobe.
time.
Come on, Kobe. Listen. I got a boxing background, Kobe. If I gotta help you with your skills and get your 1-2s with the jab and the stick and move,
Hold on, Jack. Why you offended? Why you offended by Chris Childs? He ain't the only one that punched Kobe in the face.
No, I'm just saying, like I understand that. I'm just saying,
look,
like,
man. I know we having fun with the fake tough guy stuff, man. But it's time to wrap this show up. I need final perspectives from all three of y'all. Now, I know we was talking about fake tough guys, but I'm gonna talk to a real tough guy first. I gotta talk to my man DB. Nothing fake about this man right here. 100%, 100% of the time. What's your final perspective?
Hey man, I ain't no fake tough guy, man. I ain't no tough guy, man. I just don't really like the nonsense.
Sure ain't tough. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Say what now?
Say you damn sure ain't tough. Say that now.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. So I've been waiting on your sweet sour chicken ass. Can't wait till you line it up. You gonna find out how soft I really am. Line it up. Line your ass up just like this, boy. One thing about it, we gonna line you up. If somebody getting lined up, it's Jerry. But,
I hear you.
In all seriousness, though, I like the fact that LeBron James and Kevin Durant and James Harden are playing a level of basketball that is just bar none right now. They're setting the bar so high. Kawhi Leonard should be coming back this week. Go get a chance to see him at 100% and see how he looks. But my homage goes to my main man, Victor Oladipo, man. I'm so proud of the way he's playing. I've been looking for him to play like this for a long time. And right now he's in Indiana with a team full of people who need him to play like that, and he's getting it done for them. So shout out to Home Depot, man. Way to go.
All right, cool. Hey, young talent. Now, I remember back in the day before that draft, you were an Oladipo fan when he was coming out. But what's your final perspective on this week in the NBA?
Hey, final perspective on the association. As far as Victor Oladipo go, it's about time you start to show up, as Irv vividly pointed out, because a lot of people would not believe it. I'm a fan of Victor Oladipo. I expected Victor Oladipo to do great things in the league. I think he's doing better now because he's playing with the ball in his hand, and he has the ability to be as aggressive as he wants, and he's not. He wasn't in the shadow of Russ, but he knows the type of starter that Russ is, so he was playing a little bit off and not as confident. Here, he is the vet pretty much on that team outside of Lance Stevenson, so he's allowed. I appreciate you, Victor, for working J.R. Smith's ass. I watched the entire game, and thank you for working his ass over and over and over and over, Mr. Two-Way Defender. Don't think I was going to let you slide. That boy was twerking your ass. You're the reason they lost that game. You're the reason that streak got broke, because he started working your bum ass. But as far as everybody else go, the association is what it is, man. It's early. It's turning out to be a good season. It's going to come down to the wire with a lot of teams. I'm expecting a lot. As far as my New York Knicks go, I'm going to need y'all to keep playing the way y'all do. Keep hustling. Keep fighting. Frank, don't worry about what they talking about. Keep working. I see that jump shot is coming along. You're starting to get used to the NBA range, brother. Keep shooting it. Keep getting more and more aggressive. Hold, Slam. Keep getting more aggressive and keep doing what you do. You got a big game tomorrow night against Jeremy Homeboys and the Lakers. I got a feeling they're going to win because I don't think we got nobody to stop Brandon Ingram. But, hey, you could change all that by working Lonzo bum ass. And one last topic. I'm definitely going to make sure I tweet this to you. But Kristaps Porzingis, if you don't get your bum ass on that block, turn around and shoot the basketball. Stop waiting, trying to get a foul, calling for it. If you ain't going to get the foul, no need to argue if you ain't going to get a tech. Either foul somebody really, really hard, or just turn and shoot. All that holding the ball in the air and fading. Who the fuck you think you is? You 7'1", damn near 3. Get it together, bro. Ain't no need for you to hang in the air. Turn and shoot. You worked out with Dirk. I ain't seen a one-leg step back yet. I ain't seen a high arcing three. I don't know what the fuck you smoking. You got them early 30-point games and you start tripping. Get back to putting the fucking ball in the basket, turning and shooting. We ain't got time to wait. That's why you getting blocked, because they not going to call that foul for you. You ain't got that much respect in the league yet, brother.
Wow. Okay. Blueprint. Your final perspective on the association this week.
My final perspective is talking about the king himself and LeBron James. And I don't know. I just want to say that if he was to go to Houston, because I know it was rumors that was released today that he would be able to team up with CP3 and James Harden. If he was to go to Houston, man, would that not be a magnificent squad, though? I'm just saying. I just think that would be a really good squad for. Oh yes, it would. To compete with Golden State, that Houston team with adding a guy in LeBron James. To me, I'm just saying. To me,
that's what you got to understand. When you put LeBron James on that particular team, I think you're only really thinking about one side of the ball. You're talking about year 16, LeBron James, and in order to beat Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard, he got to check him, and he can't check him. You got to keep that in mind. He cannot check them at this point in his career. He can't do it.
Who's going to play point guard on the team is my question, because LeBron don't play off the ball.
Don't play off the ball.
Chris Paul.
And I'll say this as my final perspective.
Chris Paul don't play point guard now.
as my final perspective,
he's hurt.
And I know LeBron James.
Playing.
Hey, fellas. Okay. For my final perspective, I know King James is not watching the show yet, but King James, stay in Cleveland. Don't go to Houston. Don't go to LA. Don't go to none of these places everybody trying to put you in. You are the king of Cleveland. When you're finished, you're getting a statue. Stay in Cleveland. Don't let your legacy be the guy that kept moving for all of this different stuff. You have done some things different in the league. I remember Homage asked a couple shows ago, what's going to be LeBron's legacy? You know, a lot of people always said that when you make it big, you need to get rid of those friends that you had. LeBron didn't get rid of his friends. He sent his friends to school. And all of his friends, his day ones, are still part of his entourage. LeBron showed all you young guys coming up what to do to keep your day ones in your circle and for all of y'all to eat and all of y'all to win together. That's LeBron's legacy. LeBron, don't make your legacy be the guy who left home twice to go ride somebody else's, you know what, to a championship. LeBron, you the king, but stay in Cleveland. Once again, world, you checking out Fresh Perspective. Hope you enjoyed the show. Press the like button. Press the follow button. If you already done those things, please show it to a friend and allow them to do it. Allow this movement to grow. We are 100% of the time. Peace and blessings.
Go to Washington.